I would rather have been fat than what happened to me in my senior year of high school. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a warm spring's night in mid-March, just a few days before my 17th birthday. I was taking a shower after soccer practice when I noticed something very unusual. As I rinsed the shampoo from my flowing brown hair, something didn't feel right. I opened my eyes and I was shocked by the amount of hair that was in my hand. I couldn't believe it. What was happening? The next morning, I woke up to a pillow full of hair. Now I was starting to worry. I was afraid to even run my hands through my hair, and as I carefully coiffed my morning dew, I noticed a quarter-sized bald patch appearing just above my left ear. This wasn't normal. I was healthy, or at least I thought, and hadn't been subject to any major recent stress. I couldn't figure it out, and neither could the doctors. In just a few short weeks, all the hair on my head was gone. So too were my eyelashes, eyebrows, and all of the hair on my body. After finally seeing my immunologist, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder called alopecia, in which the immune system attacks the hair follicles. Thankfully, it wasn't my muscles or nervous system that was being attacked. And at the time, I had no idea why my immune system went haywire and attacked me. My mom even took me to doctor after doctor only to be told that there was nothing we could do other than inject cortisone into my head. No thank you. We also went to a Chinese medicine doctor who prepared a nasty tasting concoction of barks, bitters, and who knows what else for me to take. I tried lotions, acupuncture, and scalp massages. Still nothing worked. None of these professionals ever hinted at the fact that maybe, just maybe, my diet was at the root of this problem. You see, my diet from childhood all the way through adolescence consisted of breads, cereals, dairy, pasta, and processed foods. I think the only vegetable I ate was iceberg lettuce, which formed the base of some of the salads my mom used to make. But no one, not even me, ever clued into the fact that these very foods may have been the original cause of my condition. But what happened next was probably even worse. I had to go back to school looking like a completely different person. What would people think? Would I be made fun of? Would they laugh and point at me? I was scared. Walking through the halls of my high school, I could not ignore the way people looked at me. It was as if I had some kind of disease or something. I felt like an outcast, and I became more self-conscious and even paranoid that people were constantly talking about me behind my back. I lost my confidence, and I didn't feel like the same full-of-life person anymore. I was a shadow of my true self. And although the hair loss and all the struggles that came along with it were bad, what I personally found worse was that I had no energy, ever. A lack of energy that I would later discover was directly associated with me losing my hair. Who would have thought? Fast forward a few years. I was playing professional soccer in Europe, pursuing my childhood dream, but I couldn't figure out why I was so tired all the time. I was training twice a day, but getting plenty of rest, and still my body was beat. I was stiff, sore, and drained. I had no idea what was going on. My exhausted body demanded naps every afternoon just to get by. My performances started to suffer and my body was breaking down. I had no idea that perhaps my diet was the reason that I not only had zero energy, but also the reason my immune system attacked itself, leading to my hair loss. And the worst part was that I had studied physical education and health at one of the top 20 universities in the world and had taken many nutrition courses. I was eating according to how my sports nutrition textbooks and professors who were dietitians were telling me to eat. Lots of carbs, lots of pasta, blah blah blah. Then I recalled that this wasn't a sudden problem. I had been exhausted ever since I could remember. Even in university, I would run home from class just to tuck myself back into bed for a 2-hour nap. Talk about a waste of time. But all of this changed for me in a big way when I was introduced to the overwhelming power of raw foods.